Okay, so before you get started on mounting your television, there's certain tools you need to complete the installation. You would need a stud finder, a pencil, soft material like a blanket. You may also need a screwdriver, sockets, and a ratchet. A power drill and drill bits. Okay, so before you start, we want to talk about safety. Three main things you want to look at for safety is that before you start the installation, you want to make sure that the cables that you're using meet the building and fire code. You also want to make sure that everything is unplugged, nothing's plugged into the walls. And third, this might require a second person to help you mount the TV up on the wall. So basically those are the three main things that you want to look at before you start the installation. Next we want to talk about is the three different wall mounts that you can use. There's the fix, there's a tilt, and there's a full motion. Fixed mount you want to take into consideration depending on your setting. You fix it on the wall and it won't move. It's something that you're going to be looking at it straight on. You're going to have maybe 4, 5, 6 people in an area, maybe in a theater setting. And tilt is the mount that basically when you mount it, it's only going to tilt up or down. And it's basically utilized so you can avoid the glare. Sometimes there's windows behind you, the sun's coming in. Certain times of the day, you want to either tilt it down or up. The third one would be the full motion bracket. This one here is our most popular one because you have full access to where you want the actual TV to be. You can actually pull it out, turn it to the left, you can turn it to the right, you can push it back in. So it gives you full access to where you want the TV to be, depending where you're at. You can be in the kitchen, you can pull it out and turn it. You can be in the living room, you can pull it out and turn it in the direction that you're at. So again, you have the fix, you have the tilt, and you have the full motion. Okay, next I want to talk about is US Brown Bear's mounts. Their mounts are designed to meet VESA standards and to fit most TVs that are out there in today's market. Okay, this is what is called this is the tilt mount, and this is a US Brown Bear UL approved tilt mount. This mount actually will be mounted on this TV, and this will give you the ability to tilt the TV forward or backwards. Next thing I want to talk about, once you have the US Brown Bear mount on your TV, you're actually ready to install the plate onto your wall. Most walls are not going to look like this. They're going to have paint on them, so you're going to need a stud finder. You need to locate your studs on the wall that you're going to actually be mounting the bracket onto the wall. Once you locate the studs in the wall, you want to make some marks on the wall to show where they're at. Most stud finders are very easy to use. You just press against it, you bring it down, and it's going to locate the stud right where it's at. Here you can see where the studs are at. They're usually 16 inches apart. Once you do find your studs and you mark it, you make a mark with a pencil, and at that point you're ready to use the level and drill your holes. Okay, once you located your studs, which is very important, is that you do mount on studs. If you do not mount on studs and you're drilling right through drywall, you're going to run the risk of your TV falling off the wall. Okay, now that we're ready to drill our holes, you always want to be safe about it. You want to have some safety glasses so that way you protect your eyes. Once you picked out your drill bit, you're ready to do the holes, you did your measurements, you look at the holes where you need to go, you can start drilling. Check it. Perfectly level. Go ahead and crank them in. you go. And that's how you mount it onto the rig. Okay, at this point you just lift up, you see where it hooks, you let it rest, you pull on the quick release, and it snaps right in. It's that easy.